So Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake is coming out, and it has a huge problem. It's expensive. It's $93, and that's before tax. After tax, it's $105. These are Canadian prices, but I'm assuming it's still $70 to $80 in the US, which is still absolutely diabolical. Like, if you want to get the original Metal Gear Solid 3 for the quote-unquote cheapest price on a PS5, it's $20. That's bullshit. It released 21 years ago with no graphical improvements. It's like a bigger scam than buying used condoms on Facebook Marketplace. And then they ask why so many people put on their eye patch and hook hand and sail the 7 seas. I don't condone piracy. It's a crime, so don't do it, because Konami will go bankrupt immediately, and they'll reopen Alcatraz prison and throw you in there for 90,000 years because you didn't want to spend $20 on a PS2 game. But about the remake now, what do you even get that would make you want to spend $100? Let's see. You get the exact same cutscenes, gameplay that is worse from Metal Gear Solid 5, a game that's 10 years old, by the way. You get no brand new scenes. The world is pretty much the same. Oh, but you get better graphics. I'm pretty sure even the most die-hard Metal Gear Solid fans who would take Snake, Solid Snake like good boys, can see through this shit. And if they can't, they generally don't have their thinking caps on. They aren't thinkers. They aren't using their noodles. They are dum-dums. But now I want to compare this to other remakes, and the best comparison would be the Yakuza remakes, particularly Yakuza Kiwami 2. Like, some of the similarities are that they use the same cutscenes from their PS2 counterparts, but they have made them visually a lot better. They use gameplay from their last game, Metal Gear Solid 5 and Yakuza 6, and they kept the same worlds while improving them graphically. But where Yakuza Kiwami 2 absolutely bends Delta over and spanks it is how much content there is. Like, it would take you more time to complete all the minigames and side stories than it would for you to beat Metal Gear Solid 3. Like, I'm just gonna name a couple of the minigames, like 10% of them. You can play baseball, you can play golf, you can watch porn, you can take a piss, you can play darts, you can play pool. You can manage a cabaret club in which you make hot girls scam desperate lonely men, and then you take 80% of the money like a pimp. You can get a girlfriend, you can bang hot girls, and my favorite one, you can sing. And those weren't even 10th of the minigames, and there's way more. And the side stories are absolutely hilarious. There's one where you become a porno voice actor and then beat the shit out of the person who hired you. There's another one where an old fat dude has a fetish for wanting to be a baby, and then he asks you to wear diapers and join his baby fetish, and when you say no, he and his men will fight you and you just beat the shit out of them.
すまないが俺の趣味じゃない。悪いが帰らせてもらうぞ。
またんかい悪い。わしの行為を無視するとは。いい度胸やないき。わしの高尚な趣味をバカにするやつは許しておきん。お前らあいついてもたり。
And there's one where you get molested by an old grandmother who joins your cabaret club and then scams lonely men for money and then gives it to you. There's one where another old grandmother is a trained fighter, and when you help her, she trains you abilities to help you beat the shit out of people. And those are just the ones right at the top of my head. There's way more. And the best part, you never once are forced to do any of them. You're never once forced to do a minigame or a side story. You can just do them. The main story never tells you to do them. You can just do them if you want to, but you're never forced to. They aren't trying to artificially increase your playtime like Ubisoft games, and earlier when I said the gameplay is copied from Yakuza 6, it's a little bit of a lie because yeah, it does use very similar gameplay, but it's improved in every single way. And another major difference between Metal Gear Solid Delta and Yakuza Kiwami 2 is that Delta's gameplay is worse from Metal Gear Solid 5. And they're 10 years apart. But Yakuza Kiwami 2 has better gameplay than Yakuza 6. And wanna know what's even funnier? This game was made in only 10 months. And this game released in 2017. It released almost 8 years ago. And the budget was super fucking low as well. It probably would have costed you more money to buy a used Toyota from 20 years ago than it did to make this game. And then you would think that the story is bad or the game is rushed, but nope. It's the absolute cinema. And the story is an absolute beautiful masterpiece that might genuinely make you cry. And the game is rated 10 out of 10 on Steam. And guess what? The game is only $40. And that's in Canada. In America, it's probably $20, $30 for this masterpiece. And it goes on sale a lot, like every other fucking week. So you'll probably be able to get the game for like $15 or maybe even lower than that. But you might be wondering, why the fuck is this guy comparing a game about infiltration and stealth to a game where you beat the shit out of people? And the reason is because of the price. And if Metal Gear Solid Delta succeeds, then it might actually fuck over remakes. And the reason I say that is because other game companies who make remakes or want to remake their old games will see this and go, oh, all we have to do is copy and paste our old cutscenes and our world into Unreal Engine and people will spend $100, no questions asked. And think about it for a second. Like, use your noodle for this. Look at a game like Bloodborne. Let's just say, hypothetically, if Sony saw how successful Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake is, and what if they decided, hey, instead of putting any real effort into making new games, how about we just remake all of our old games and charge $100 for them each? And if someone asks, why is the gameplay the exact same? They'll just say, oh well, we wanted to keep the same gameplay because we want to be faithful to the originals. And this works as a positive thing and a horrible thing. Positive because people would be able to experience these amazing games at their best because they'll have amazing graphics. But it'd be a horrible thing because future remakes will just get worse and worse and worse because they'll just get lazier and lazier and lazier and charge more. Like, a huge example would be if Resident Evil 5 ever got a remake, which it likely won't because bitch-ass IGN thinks it's racist for whatever stupid fucking reason. But say it did. What if it kept the exact same gameplay, the exact same tank controls and everything, the exact same world, the exact same AI, the exact same movesets, bosses, and everything, but just put the game in Unreal Engine 5 and then slapped $100 on it? Now, obviously that's fucked up, but it's kind of what Metal Gear Solid Delta is doing, but instead of keeping the exact same gameplay from Metal Gear Solid 3, they just copy and pasted Metal Gear Solid 5's combat into it, but made it worse somehow. But I'm not calling this game a bad remake. Don't get it twisted. I think it looks solid, but I'm gonna bitch and moan about the price till it's reduced to like $50 or some shit. But if you're a PC player, I'd hold off. Unreal Engine games usually run like shit on PC at launch. Just look at Wu Chang Fallen Feathers and Silent Hill 2 Remake. But what do you guys think? Are you hyped for Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake? Or do you think it's gonna be a bad remake? I'd love to hear what you'd have to say, but that's about it. Don't do drugs, and see ya.